Cool.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
God, I can never. Why is it always
We need
that
a
part?
teleprompter.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What's up, everyone? It's your host, Joanne.
And Giselle.
Just two sisters on a podcast, here to discuss any and everything.
Welcome back to your morning cup of
Joe.
and Jiz. Let's get into today's episode. Let's get into it. Okay. So,
Wait, any rants or raves for you?
just to like circle back into the whole like equipment podcasting thing. I just wanted to give any advice to anyone out there who is thinking about starting a podcast. Just buy the damn equipment. Don't go cheap. Don't like, if you know you're gonna do it, just do it, and then already invest into the equipment because it'll save you a lot of time and effort, and then it's an investment. So that is my rant.
Okay, I don't think I have any this week.
Yeah, nothing exciting happened. Nothing annoying happened to you. How was Mother's Day?
Oh yes, happy Mother's Day!
Yeah, happy
to
Mother's
all the mamas.
Day. All the mamas.
Oh yeah, it was Mother's Day. No. Oh, we didn't win at bingo.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Bam.
It's so funny because we, as the sisters, wanted to take our mom out to like a spa in Palm Springs, and we were like, "Yeah, good idea. She's gonna love it." We shot the idea out to her, and she was like, "Can we stay in San Diego because I want to go to bingo?"
Yeah. It's like her annual thing because they always have like a Mother's Day special.
Yeah,
and they're like, all their games are like way more than what they usually are, like the
jackpots. Yeah,
and then the jackpots are like must go.
Yeah,
so like that's her thing. Like Mother's Day is always, there's always a Mother's Day special, and then she's included me in that in the last couple years. So it's like, oh, okay, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess too,
which is fine. Hey, who knows? You might.
I know.
1 year.
So so we always have to do like an early brunch because she likes to get there like at 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, because of the line. She buys ahead of time, but she gets in line for like the paper.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's always like, "What time is it? What time?"
Oh my gosh, she was stressing because our reservations were running late. Yeah. She was pissed.
She was like, because I think we were supposed to probably get out at like 1. We need out to like 2:30.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's like, "I'm gonna go."
Yeah,
I gotta go. So we always have to make sure our reservation is like in the morning time and not like after 12.
Exactly.
Basically. So,
but no winnings, even
no, always
win.
Close.
Yeah, always. That's why I hate bingo. It's so stressful. You're just like, it's right there.
That's why she's slow. She's like, and I'm like, oh, I swear. But it's a good time though.
Yeah, it is fun.
No, we didn't win.
Did Jordan get you anything, or
little Indian giver?
What a what?
Little girl. She's an Indian giver.
Indian giver?
You know how they call you New Year if you like give something to somebody and then you take it back?
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I feel like. That's what it's called.
Oh, it's like I've never heard that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's Google it. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, make sure we're not gonna get canceled or something.
Yeah, see? It's you describe a person who gives a gift and later wants it back.
An Indian giver. So that's what she is.
Yes, because this little girl, so I guess in preschool they made like all the kids made their moms something. And then they put in like a white paper bag, but it's like stapled.
Nice.
So you could open it on Mother's Day.
Got it.
And so I picked her up Friday and she was like, "Oh, here, Mom. We made you some," because I think that like the teacher was like, "Oh, don't forget your Mother's Day gift," to all the kids. So she's like, "Mom, I made you a Mother's Day gift." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then we're walking to the car and she's already trying to open it.
Oh my god!
I was like, "It's not Mother's Day. You have to open it on Sunday."
Yeah.
And she's like, "But it's my gift." And I was like, I thought it was your Mother's Day gift to me. And she was like, "But you have to share." And I was like, oh gosh. So I was like, okay, we'll open it at home. So then I ended up leaving it in the car. So I was like, I really wanted to open it on Mother's Day.
Yeah. Have the whole thing.
Yeah. So then I left it in the car. And then Sunday when we went to brunch, we got in the car and I was like, "Oh, here, Jor, like, can I open it?" And then she was like, "No, it's mine."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "It's Mother's Day. I thought it was like my gift." And she was like, no, I want it.
Oh,
I was like,
my geez.
Lord. So then she opened it.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a picture. She drew a picture, and it was like me and her in a car.
Okay.
She says, it's me and you in the car.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, but it's my picture. And I was like,
what the heck?
and then I guess there's like this plastic. It's like a plastic box. And then she like glued jewels on it. And it's like, I guess she said it's like a jewelry. Like I could put like stuff
a jewelry
in it.
box.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then she was like, it's mine, Mom.
Oh,
so I was like,
my gosh. Bye.
I was like, just take it. Whatever. I don't even care.
I don't want it anyway.
Yeah. And then Jen had got us flowers.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Jordan took my flowers.
Of course.
She's
yeah.
like, what about me?
Oh,
And then Jen was like, it's Mother's Day. You're not a mom.
Yeah.
She's like, but she's my mom. So anyway, I didn't get nothing.
Okay, I see.
Jordan got it.
So
Jordan got stuff.
That's what it's like to be a mom.
To Jordan.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I feel she thinks it's always her birthday when it's anyone's birthday.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like all little kids are like
yeah,
that,
exactly.
but
they'll learn.
she'll learn.
Yeah.
She's in preschool. Whatever. It's the thought that counts.
Exactly. That's so funny. That's cute though.
Lord. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, so today we are going to kind of get into a little bit more personal about us, about our family and how we grew up. And
yeah, because we are blended.
Yes, we are. Technically, we are half sisters. I believe we've like established that before in the past episode.
Kind of like when we were introducing the whole podcast.
Yeah, but yes. So technically, we are half sisters, and we're just gonna get into all that and like see how we feel, our thoughts on how we grew up, and yeah.
Okay, so my dad and our mom. There's 3 girls. So our older sister, me, and then the next one down. And then they separated. Separated when I was, maybe 9 or 10.
Okay.
Young.
And you still remember?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like I don't know. Like I didn't take it as hard. I don't know. I didn't feel. Like, I feel like I didn't feel some type of way.
Like, you weren't traumatized?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. I just, like, after they separated, we lived with our dad for a couple years. I think from 5th grade. I was in 5th grade to 7th grade. So 3 years. And then 8th grade, I moved back with Mom. Me and Jen moved back with Mom.
Okay.
And then we've been with her since. Yeah. So with our dad, when we moved in with him, we were also with our grandparents.
Okay.
So they kind of helped raise us too.
Yeah.
And then my dad, I have 3 brothers with him. I'm really close to the older one. Still younger than me. I think he's your age.
He's like a few months.
Yeah. I think almost a year.
Yeah. Almost a year.
Like close to him. I try to be close to that. I mean, not that we're not close, but I feel like me and him talk more.
Yeah.
Than I do the other, like the younger 2.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love all of you guys the same.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah. And I mean, I definitely talk to you guys more, like the girls.
Yeah, because we grew
all
up together.
Grew up together. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when they separated, I feel like I just remember them fighting all the time. So when it was like they separated, I was kind of more like, oh, finally.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. And then I feel like after that, they got along better.
I see. As just like friends. Yeah. Co-parenting and all that. That's good.
So I feel like when that happened, they just had a better relationship.
That's true. Yeah. And I'm like assuming, doing the math between the age and me and Gordo, like they both were busy with their own things. So
on the side.
Yeah.
Because you guys are only like 10 months apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's my cue. I come in. So,
and she arrives.
Yeah. So my dad and my mom, I guess I remember the story of them meeting at like work, and mom was like the supervisor of my dad, and that's how they met. They just worked together, and then they were never married, but got together, she got pregnant, had me. But from all the stories, I can just like, what I like to say is that their relationship was toxic. You know, like she is very hot-headed, like mom, easy to get angry, easy to snap.
She's very independent, so she likes things her way.
Yes, yeah. And if it's not her way, then it's wrong. But my dad, on the other hand, he's straight out, he's a player. You know, like straight up. Yeah. So it just didn't mesh well. So it's funny because even the day that she went into labor with me, they were fighting, and my uncle brought mom to the hospital and was like, don't tell her dad, like, because we're fighting type shit. Yeah. And I was like, Mom, oh my gosh. So yeah. So as once I was born, they weren't together. So growing up with a separated mom and dad was like normal to me. It wasn't like the same, like they were adults about it. Like my dad would visit, and whenever we would all three be together, it would be fine, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like you guys did a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
Like you guys took a trip to Mexico City.
Exactly.
You guys you went to like watch Barney on Ice or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like
maybe they were trying in the beginning.
Maybe not trying, but I feel like they just made it like cordial.
I see.
You know?
I see.
To where it was like, so you wouldn't know that it was an issue.
I see.
What I mean? I don't
Makes sense. They were trying to make it work for
maybe
the kid.
Yeah. Could have been. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah.
In their head.
Who knows? But my dad did end up marrying somebody, my stepmom, and they had 2 boys. So I have 2 younger brothers. And then they were fine. They were doing their... I'm like spilling all my dad's dirt right now, but... Hey, Dad. if you're watching.
Hey.
Right. So yeah, they were fine. Like I loved her. She was great. She treated me like her own, you know, and then they had their 2. Every time I would visit, you know, like I like them. They're my brothers. I still talk to them till this day, you know. So long story short, they ended up moving all like too far away to the point where I couldn't just see them like every other weekend or something. So they moved there for a few years.
Mexico City.
Yeah. So then like contact kind of separated. Like it was a long time. And then one day I get a call, and it's my dad saying that he's coming back to TJ, just 20 minutes away. Yeah, and just him. And I'm like, oh, what happened? He ends up finding a girlfriend and getting her pregnant. So I have another brother already born, I want to say. Yeah. So
you have 3 brothers?
I have 3 brothers too. Yeah. So big old family.
Big old blended family.
Big old blended family. Like I love my dad to pieces. Like as a dad, to me at least, he was great when he was here. But after looking back and growing up that way, that's the last thing I want to do to my kids. You know, like I made sure I found someone that is gonna be a partner, is gonna stick there with me, through it with me, you know, type stuff. So that was really important to me, growing up and like finding a partner to like, you know, all that. So I want to say I'm screwed up in the head somehow. I need therapy. I surely do. Like there is some type of internal trauma, but overall, like I'm fine. I think I'm okay.
I feel like maybe it was when he moved far.
Oh yeah, that really hurt.
And you couldn't like keep that
bond, the relationship.
Because I feel like he was here, if not every weekend,
every other.
Even when you were like in middle school and like the beginning of high school,
yeah.
But when he moved far, and then you couldn't see him every so often, every other weekend, every weekend. I think that probably was like hard. Yeah, because like you're used to a parent being there, and then all of a sudden they're like not reachable, but like it's different when you talk on the phone versus actually seeing that. Because you guys would go out when he was like
always, like
every weekend you guys were doing something, watching a movie or
bowl
whatever,
or something. Yeah.
So
So it was fun. Like I love the memories. Yeah. And like all the advice he's given me, I still keep to this day. But yeah, we're both hard-headed. We're both like stubborn. Yeah. So well, maybe one day. I know I'm gonna have to, because inevitably, you know, I'm gonna regret if I never speak to him again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sure. So I'm just taking my time.
Yeah. I feel like I think I went through that a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how was that?
I don't know. I think it was when, I don't even know. It was like it was a while ago though. I think I was still in high school, or maybe I was like in the transition of after high school and maybe trying to go to school. Mm-hmm. And I think like I asked my dad for something, and then he was like, "Oh, I have to ask my wife." And I'm like, "What? Like, I'm your daughter."
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
I
like,
see. Yeah.
But I mean, I get it.
No.
Like I get it now.
Yeah.
Not now, but I've gotten it. Mm-hmm. But at the time, it was like,
you're choosing her over me,
I'm
type
hurt.
deal. Yeah.
I'm your daughter.
Exactly.
If I need something, you should help me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But. And I think like I was mad but I don't even think he knew I was mad at him. You know what I mean? Just, it was like internalized anger, where I was like, ugh. Like, I'm so mad at you. And I feel like I didn't talk to him for like a while.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a couple months, maybe. But I feel like he didn't know I was, you know. Like,
so he was just like,
like, oh, she's just not. Like she's ignoring my calls, or
like
she's busy at work, something like that. But I don't think he knew I was like
upset.
I'm mad at you.
Silent treatment.
Yeah.
But other than that, you never had an issue with like the other women.
No, I feel like I got along with the first one, like after mom, and then now too. Yeah. But I feel like it was always, what is it? Of course, there's like that period of adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
When it's like a new person coming into your life, and it's like, okay, how long are you going to be here?
Exactly, yeah.
Like, do you really love my dad? You know what I mean? It's kind of like where I'm like protective
of him.
Because it's like, do you really love my dad? You know what I mean? Like with both of them, it was like, do you love my dad? And are you like being nice to us, like sincerely, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or because you see like the movies too,
the stepmom,
of, like, the evil stepmom, you know, or like they're trying to poison you,
exactly. You know what I mean?
Like, like they
send you off to military school,
or they give you like the drink that has poison in it.
Stupid.
And it's, like slowly killing you.
Oh, you know? My gosh!
I don't know.
You better
but
not.
People are like crazy. So you never know. But they're totally good people.
Yeah, no, I could say the same. And
And then for the most part, I feel like up until you were like you were always with us too.
Oh yeah, like for like holidays
and like on the weekends you would go with us. At the time to TJ. Exactly. You would spend the weekends with our dad. Or like holidays, we'd go up to see my dad. You would be there too.
Yeah.
You know, I think it wasn't until maybe like after you graduated high school
is when I stopped joining along. Yeah.
Well, because it was always hard too, because you had a different work schedule. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it wasn't like you were excluded.
Exactly. I was always,
because even now, it's not like, it's just schedules are different.
Exactly that. And then now I have like Neil's family to like be involved with. So yeah, but I was never like left out, like you said. I never felt like that. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And I feel like the only, I feel, that's what I was saying. I feel like my mom and then my dad just had a better relationship when they were not together
as friends. Yeah,
because it was like my dad took you in as his own too. Yeah, even though your dad was very present.
Exactly,
he would still be like, "Oh, is Anja coming with us?" You know what I mean? Like he would take you with us. Yeah. When it was like our weekend to go with my dad. Yeah, like you were with us too.
Yeah, so it's and he would always involve me. Like at Christmas time, there would always be a gift. For me. So. Yeah, it was nice. Other than my dad, how did you take my dad being with mom?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Not really.
Same thing.
It was just like,
yeah,
like
this random Mexican.
Fun, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like he was always like, if we went to TJ with mom,
Mm-hmm.
like we were always doing something with your dad too.
That's true. Yeah.
Like we would go, I know we went to like the beach,
Mm-hmm.
or we would do like the circus.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I feel like he like took us in too.
Yeah.
As
you
like,
never had like a bad vibe with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, and I feel like your like his brother, like your uncles or whatever, they were like took us in too.
Oh
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
oh
they,
yeah.
Like, yeah. So
just them as a whole, they're very like fun, loving. You know, they
So it never felt like we were like, what is it?
A burden
Or like outcast.
I
or
see.
Something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was never like me personally. I don't know if Jen felt any type of way or out there, but for me, I didn't feel like, oh, they're not our family. So
I see.
You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
But I feel like their relationship with mom was so good that it was like, oh, her daughters are like our family. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Because even your grandma would be like That's so true. Loving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like we all got lucky on that end.
Not having like crazy.
Yeah.
People.
I feel like we all got like us and then you. I feel like we all got lucky.
Yeah.
That everyone was so like
adults about it.
But not even that, just open arms.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like open
Very
arms
welcoming.
with all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even like Fernando, I think he was first grade. He stayed with us. He stayed with mom.
That's true. Yeah.
Like
he was going to school with us.
Yeah.
With me.
With
yeah.
you. So that's what I mean. Like I feel like everyone was so adult and very like open arms with the kids.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like they didn't have like,
animosity or
towards the kids.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I feel like hopefully no one felt bad. You know what I mean? But there's some people in this world that are like,
like that's not my kid.
I ain't dealing with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you get the good ones. And I feel like we've been very fortunate to have like open arms
from whole everybody. Family. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like seeing that because even nowadays, like I have like a few friends that have that type of relationship where it's like co-parenting, but like both sides and both like partners on each side are like involved and like helping out and like they trust each other. So I like seeing that.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, because like sometimes relationships don't work and it's healthier to split than like try to stay together and like fight all the time
and be toxic
in front of the kids. Like you don't want that
because the kids feel it. So yeah. So I feel like we were fortunate enough because I didn't feel that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel growing up. I didn't feel like the animosity or like the
between mom and your dad.
Or with like mom and your dad. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel like it was like maybe between them it was like toxic.
Probably. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I feel like that toxicity never came onto us.
To the kids.
So yeah. So I feel like in that sense we were very blessed that all the adults were adults and that all the adults had open arms for all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are your feelings on being raised by a single mom?
That question also branches kind of into like the whole like daddy issue type of thing. Like, does that go hand in hand? Like has always been my question. It's just like I give mom props. Like just now looking back, raising 4 girls. I mean, we'll get into that.
yeah. But I feel like it probably taught all of us like be more independent.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
Like don't depend on a man for nothing.
Yeah.
Not that we can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that shouldn't be what you're living for. Like living to depend on a guy.
Exactly. Like have your own.
Like make sure you have your own. Be independent.
Yeah.
Have your own career. So that if anything happens, like you can survive on your own.
Exactly.
But yeah, I feel like that and like like that taught us like work ethic and just I don't know. So I feel like me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I feel like there's like good pros and cons that came out of the way we grew up, for sure. Like we are very strong, independent women because of that.
Yeah.
Who have daddy issues because
I don't know if I have daddy issues though.
I have like I don't know if it's like attachment issues or like abandonment issues, but like one of my biggest fears is like one day Neil just wakes up and is like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, no, that's that whole feeling.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm like, you don't be with me no more, then fine.
Yeah, see, that's I want that. I want to aim for that, but I would fake it.
I feel like there was a point though where I was like, no. Why you want to leave? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I think we all go through that at some point. But or like, why don't you like me?
That's true. Know? Yeah.
But then I think I don't know. I feel like when you like mature and you grow up, and then you're like, okay, well, fine. You don't like me? You don't gotta like me.
Yeah.
I know my worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh no. Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, you don't want to be with me, then bye.
Yeah, that's true. You
can go. But I feel like my dad and mom, like, I think my dad was more like, he was like, make sure you have your career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he was more of like, be independent too. Like, make sure you have your career, you have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
That type of thing too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I feel like, okay.
Bye. I don't need you. Yeah.
You don't want to be with me? Fine. I could survive on my own.
Oh my God. But no, my whole life, you're very like if anything, you take care of the guys. Like you were always the one that they depended on. You know what I mean? So like I never saw you dependent on them. Yeah. Ever. So
I don't think.
Yeah, no, so you have your shit down.
Yeah.
So good for you. Me. Bye. The big one for me is just like, I don't want to grow old alone. I think that's what it stems off of, like my fear. Because for me, this is a very controversial topic. But when it comes to like family, I guess, or kids and marriage, I see marriage a little more important than
having kids.
Not having kids, but like the relationship with my husband is my priority over the relationship with my kids, because if our relationship isn't like on point, if we're not good, then comes the fights and comes the in front of the kids and like breaks up the family and all that. Like I want to make sure we're good so that the family is good. So I will prioritize making sure me and Neil are good. Yeah. You know, our marriage is good.
Yeah. Well, when you have kids,
it might
change.
Exactly.
But there is like that thing where they say, don't forget to date.
Yes.
So you can have your kids. I mean,
I'm not gonna be like, bye, you know, get out of here.
Yeah. No, but it does change because like right now you guys don't have kids. Yeah. So you're his priority and he's your priority. But once you guys have kids, that definitely changes.
Oh yeah, like my maternal instincts will be all about the kid for sure. But
when you do have kids, they say like, don't forget to date.
Exactly.
Because you don't want to neglect that relationship.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's what I was trying to say.
Because what is it called? They say like, you guys are all about you right now. And then when you have kids, and then when your kids, you know, grow up and leave the house, then it's back to you guys again. So you guys won't, like right now you guys have each other, but then when you have kids, it's like the kids pretty much take over. And then when they're gone and grown up, have their own families, then you guys get back to each other.
And that's exactly my point. Like, my kids are my kids. I love them. But in the end, I'm going to be with the partner, you know, my life partner. So I want to make sure our shit is good.
Yeah.
So that's why
just don't forget to date then.
Exactly.
After
Yeah.
you have kids.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Oh,
So
I
we'll
know.
see.
I
Yeah.
know.
I'm terrified. I told him, I was like, it's.
But I feel like you guys have like such a solid relationship.
Yeah.
That I feel like if you guys do have a kid, that's not gonna dissipate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If anything, it's more me. I need to learn how to like communicate like my wants and needs more clearly.
Yeah.
Instead of like expecting him to like read my mind type deal. Yeah. Because that's.
But I think as women.
Yeah.
I think we all are like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you should fucking know.
You should know. Yeah.
After. What is it?
Oh my gosh. 10, 12.
After 11 years, you should know already what I'm thinking and you should do it.
Yeah.
But no, you have to verbally.
Exactly. And
say.
That's my issue.
No. Well, I'm still learning, so.
Yeah.
I think it's an ongoing process.
It is, yeah.
Because I'd be mad.
Yeah, I get myself mad. And
I know. And I have to like think, and I'm like, I just made myself mad.
Yeah.
Because he don't even know I'm mad. And he over there, doo-doo-doo. And I'm over here pissed off in the corner.
Washing some dishes. Pissed off. Exactly.
And I'm just mad.
Yes.
And then he's doing fine. Mm-hmm. Breathing air.
Living
life. And I'm over here pissed off, but he don't know why. So I feel like it's an ongoing process.
Yeah. Also, another thing I need to work on, I'm just putting this out there so I know this is like, I said it, so I need to work on it, is my delivery. I can come off very like on defense mode very quickly when I don't need to be, like I need to like speak normally.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so same.
Yeah, same. Okay, that's something I really, really need to work on.
Because he'll be like, why are you yelling?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not yelling. And he's like, your voice got louder. Take that bass out of your voice. And I'm like,
oh my goodness.
I'm like, what? Yeah. Delivery for sure.
Yeah.
Because then it could sound like I have an attitude. Because then it's like, why do you have an attitude? And I'm like, I don't. But then now I do. Because you just said that.
Because you think so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just said I have an attitude. So now I have attitude. So yeah, definitely delivery and give me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's not just you.
Okay. But
I think it's a lot of us.
Oh, good. Okay. But
yeah,
stuff we need to learn, fix on.
It's ongoing process, you guys.
It is. That's relationships.
Yeah.
As long as you can keep up with each other's shit, then you're fine.
I feel like this ain't new. This ain't a new thing. You know me already.
That's true.
But I mean, yeah. But it's the same thing. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what you're thinking. I feel like I know him more than.
That's true. Yeah. Or like, they're just more obvious. With it.
They're very simple.
Yeah. Very. They're very simple creatures. Yes.
Yeah. But no, I feel like all the things that you say you need to work on, I think is all of us.
Yeah.
As women as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about, this is kind of biased because we are women, but the whole like opening doors for you and like, the whole
chivalry
versus the whole equality argument. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like I feel like for me, I don't need my doors open all the time, but it's nice when it is.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like chivalry isn't dead because there is people that still do that. So for me, I feel like it doesn't have to always happen all the time, but when it does, I'm like, oh, I just appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah, I like, because Neil, he does it all the time. Well, majority of the time, not all the time, but when we were dating, for sure, it was like all the time. But that's like how his mom raised him. She was always like, hello, like you're not gonna open my door, like type deal. So since he was little, open mom's door, open woman's door, you know. So it's just like grained into him. And now it's like, Well, before it was like I would reach for the handle and he would like slap my hand and like open it for me.
Yeah.
But like now sometimes it's to the point where I expect it and like he like it's like not one of those times and I'm like, oh, you know, like he.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we on that today. We doing that today?
So I don't know if he's making me like a like spoiled or a princess, but now it's like I don't drive. Like I don't expect to drive unless he really asks me to. And the whole like opening doors.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't drive.
Oh yeah.
Me
drive?
What? I don't even want to drive myself to work.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I already said, you guys, if I make money, if I win, that's what first thing I'm doing.
Yep.
I already said it was hiring a driver. So that's not new.
Send your application in.
But no, like now I don't drive. I think the only time is if I know he's super, super tired. Then I'll be like, I'll drive because I don't trust you.
Yeah. I'm about to die today.
Yeah. Because I know myself, I can stay awake.
Yeah. But for me, when it comes to like other, like, okay, like not hypothetically, but let's just say like I am like in public, not with Neil, just by myself, but like other people surrounding me. I'm the first to be like, oh, I got it. You know, like I got it. Don't open the door. You know, like if I drop something, no, I got it. Don't pick it up. You know, like I don't want any guy to like do any chivalry thing to me because no.
Okay.
But I don't know if that stems off of me being like taken and just like I don't want to entertain anybody else, or if it's the whole like if that's me like deep down, you know, instead of like Neil like spoiling me and like you know all that. But in public and with other people, I'm like no.
Oh,
you know, like I got it. Like I all up in my door. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me, I don't know, because I don't know. Like if someone holds the door open, I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think of it as that.
Oh no, yeah, I don't like turn them down or whatever. But like if anything, I would reach with them and open it myself. You know, like I'm not one to like wait for someone to open the door for me.
No, I don't sit there and wait. But if someone's like walking in the same time I am, and they like hold the door up, I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really think about it. Actually, I'm just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's just me overthinking. Yeah.
But then it's always just like, thank you, and then I walk away.
Yeah.
It's not like I say thank you and then expect a conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
So just because we're talking about family,
okay,
I have a story that regards, you know, me and family and all that. I don't think you know about this. So first I want to say first time you're hearing it. I've never told you, the sisters, or mom or anything like that. This was between me and my dad.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Back when I want to say I was already 15 years old, he came up to me with this grand idea to have a quinceañera over in Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I had like a trip out there one of the years, but I flew out there. I was there for like a week, and then I came back, and then
was that winter break? It had to be.
No, because that was 2014. I was already 18. That was too long. That was when Chloe was born. Yeah. No, it was before that.
You were a senior though. You were still in high school.
Yeah, but I was 15. It was my quince.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't remember you flying another time. I don't remember you being gone. That's the only time I feel like you were gone, and it was like during the holiday too, because you weren't with us.
I don't know if it was during the holidays though. But it was one, I don't know. Okay. So yeah, he flew me out there with that in mind, and he was like, "Don't tell your mom." And I asked him, I was like, "Why?" Like, you know, like I would want them there, yada yada yada. Long story short, he was just trying to avoid any drama between him or between mom and his wife at the time, because I don't know what their situation was, but he just wanted to avoid it all.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's fine. He just mainly wanted me to meet everyone in the family on his side. Okay. That was his main thing. So I was like, fine. So I flew out there, and I want to say 4 days, as soon as I landed, 4 days from then was the party.
Okay.
So within those 4 days, I had to get my dress fitted. I had to learn the dances. I had to like just get everything because they planned it all. They had everything ready. I just needed to do all the final stuff.
You just need to be there.
Yeah. So I was just going with the flow, you know, and then me barely knowing Spanish, I had my dad there basically translating for me the whole time, you know? So, so that happened. And then, it was the whole thing. Like I entered, like I had the green dress. It was a green dress. Remember that photo I posted? No. I posted it on Instagram and I was like, 10-year challenge. And it was me in a green dress. And you're like, when did you take this?
I don't remember that.
What? Okay, I'll post it. I have it. I'll post it on the video.
Is it in your Instagram right now?
No, it was just in the story.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you even were like, where'd you take this? And I was like, with my dad.
I do not remember that.
No, so it was, the theme was green for some reason. I don't know, they chose it. So the whole grand entrance was I didn't know this was me the day of, just going with the flow. So they're like, get in this car, and it was like a really nice like low rider type of old style car. The car like drove into the venue, into the dance floor in the middle. They opened the door and I came out, and that was my grand entrance. And I was just like, hey, like I'm here. Yeah. And then the whole time my dad was just like, okay, like we're gonna do this now, we're gonna do this. And yeah, so then at one point it was where I had to dance with all my uncles and, you know, just like say hi or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was the father-daughter dance first, and then everyone else would like come and like dance with me for a little bit. So during the father-daughter dance, I was expecting him to be like, oh, you know, like thank you, whatever. No, he was like, okay, so every time you dance with somebody, just nod and say thank you. You know, the whole time he was like, yeah, that's all you have to say, and then continue on to the next. So the whole time I was just like, no idea. Thank you for coming. You know, like yeah. So and then I remember specifically, as soon as like the dancing was coming, like just like free for all, they started playing Funky Town. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. And then a dude in a Shrek costume comes and just starts, you know, on the dance floor just like hyping me up, and I'm like, am I like sure, like is this the green, is this Shrek themed, like what is going on? But I was going with it. Like they came out with like a mariachi band, and it was like a whole vibe, so it was fun. It was like a cool night. But yeah, I want to say 2 days later I flew home, and yeah, that was it.
I don't remember you flying out another time. I feel like the only one I remember is the one where you had missed, I think, because you went for winter break. So I don't think you were with us Christmas or New Year's. Yeah. And then you missed Chloe.
Yeah, but I was already, 17, 18, about to be 18 years old. That was 3 years after Quince. I don't think he would have done that.
Maybe not. But I do remember, I think Mom and your dad did have an argument about it, because Mom said 15 was too young. Oh. Because, you know, quinceañera is like you're being
into a womanhood. Yeah.
And then I think Mom was saying, no, 15's too young, and blah, blah. And then your dad was like, no, in our country, it's like tradition.
Yeah.
So, and then Mom was like, well, she's going to have another one when she's 18. So I don't know. But that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
So, well, good.
Yeah.
But how did you feel like not being able to have us there?
See, yeah, that was the only thing. Like, it didn't feel complete. You know, like it felt very foreign. Like it just felt like
divided
in a way, but like at the same time it felt like a dream, like as if I wasn't really there. Like it was a third person type of thing, just because like I wasn't around anyone that I knew other than like my dad, my uncle, you know. Like there was like a wedding basically packed full of people, and I only knew like a handful of them. So it was like, what am I doing here? You know? Yeah.
I really do not remember that.
Yeah. No, but it's funny. Dang. I don't know why. Like I just, as soon as we came back, it was just never a thing. Like it was just one day a few years ago. my dad sent me the photos, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about this.
I want to see.
Yeah, no, I'll show you.
Okay.
But
What the
it's
heck?
so funny.
I don't even remember you posting it, so I don't even know.
No, yeah, but I hope that he has like a video or something,
Yeah,
because I like tell people and they're like, no, and I'm like, I swear to you, I've had
It happened. It wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
It was for real.
And then Neil and all his friends like make fun of me, saying that it was like Shrek themed and stuff. So it's, but I'm like, honestly, it could have been, and I had no idea.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us had a debut.
Nobody, right?
No,
Yeah.
when I turned 18, I feel like it wasn't even a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, my birthday's in December.
Oh, close to the holidays too.
So people would just be like, me.
Yeah. For me, I didn't have a lot of friends. Like, I didn't have 18 friends.
People, yeah.
To like have as my roses and candles.
Yeah. I know some people that were like 18 people. So they just did like, they would do 9 and 9.
Oh, so 18 total.
18 total.
Oh, yeah.
But
Were
also,
you...
like, I mean, I would have had, like, I wouldn't have had 18 each, maybe 9 and 9. But I was also not the type to be like, I want a debut.
Oh, really? Yeah? No. Okay. If you were, do you think mom would have made it happen?
I
or
think
your
so.
dad? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Both your mom and your dad.
Yeah. But I don't, like, I don't feel like I was that type of person.
Yeah, I get that.
To be like, I want a debut. Yeah, no.
Were you ever in one?
No.
No?
I've attended some.
Oh, okay.
But not in one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you let Jordan have one? If she wanted one?
If she wanted one.
Yeah.
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 We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like nowadays it's not like a thing anymore, at least for like the generation coming up.
Mm-hmm. But she can also, I mean, she's also American, so she might want a sweet 16.
No.
But if she does, I would probably be like, no, then we'll wait till you're 18.
Yeah.
Because I would want it to be more traditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then white.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I would want like the whole, because I think sweet 16 is not really like, they don't do the 18 candles or the 18 roses. No. You know what I mean? Like they don't do all that.
If anything, it's just a big party.
Yeah. And I would want it to be a little bit more like sentimental, where she has like that dance with her dad and then her uncles, her aunt, you know what I mean? And
the roses
the
and the
roses
candles
with her auntie, like the candles with their like her
yeah
aunties and her like her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And cousins and stuff like that. So I feel like if she does want a party when she's older, it would be, I would say, okay, then 18.
Then 18. Yeah.
Because her next big party is 7. If we go like Filipino tradition.
Why 7?
I don't know. I feel like because 7 is like a lucky number.
Oh.
You know,
I didn't know.
Like they say
like fortune.
Yeah, or even like
lucky.
in marriage, 7 years.
Oh.
Anything 7, I feel like.
I see.
Because the first year is always a big thing for Filipinos. Like their first birthday should be always like a big thing. Because you're celebrating like their first year of life. They made it.
That's true.
A year.
You know
what I mean? They
exactly.
We kept them alive.
Yeah.
For a year. And then 7, I think, is because of the, like 7's a lucky number. That's or something, true. They say. So 7 is like another big, where it should be like a big celebration.
And then 18.
And then, I think 18. I think even 13 for a boy. I don't know. I think 21 for a guy.
Oh, because it takes a little while for them to mature.
Yeah. But I know I think 7 is her next big like party.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Nice. I have to ask. I have to make sure with mom, but I think it's 7.
Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, it'll be fun to plan if that. I've wanted to plan Serena's, our niece's, my sister's daughter. The oldest one. But she didn't want one.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. So I was like, okay.
I feel like who would want one are the 2 younger girls.
Yeah, Chloe's gonna want one, and then the fact that she had one, Charlie would want one.
But not even. I think Charlie would just want one because she's like very dainty.
Yeah.
She's very like always got to have her purse.
That's
like always got to have a dress on.
Oh yeah.
I feel like even if Chloe doesn't want one, I feel like Charlie's like, I want one.
I want one. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I want that big poofy dress. Yeah.
She got that baby sibling energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like she would be the one for sure. That's like, I want one. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just waiting on one of them to be like, hey, I want one. I'm like, okay, we'll plan it. Yeah. Just let us know. But
yeah,
that's fun. Just wanted to let you know a little secret. Oh, and with that being said, I just find it funny that with my baptism too, apparently mom and my dad did it separate and did it behind each other's backs as well.
No, so you had two.
Yeah. So I had one with mom, and then my dad didn't know, and he was like, oh, if you're not going to baptize her, I'll baptize her.
No, and then we had one with him.
Oh, again?
Yeah, because I think, okay, so we had one.
Uh-huh.
I remember we had one. And then I feel like he may have found out and was upset. Mm-hmm. So then we did another one, but he was there. Yeah.
Because all my baptized photos, he's not there.
Yeah, but then there was another set. There's some that had like I think he had like your uncle.
Oh, really?
Was your ninong, and then so there should be other photos. I might have them.
Oh,
who knows? I have all the pictures. I got everybody's pictures, but
yeah.
No, yeah. So I do remember, like,
that's what happened.
We had one. I think when you were like, I think it was probably like your first birthday, and then I think mom did it all together.
Okay.
Where it was like your first birthday and you're being young, and then I think your dad was probably like, well, she's already a year or something along those lines. I really don't know how that conversation went, but I do remember we had another one, and then he was there this time. So yeah, so he didn't have one where he like took you to TJ.
Okay, yeah.
It was like over here.
Yeah. With him.
Oh my gosh. And then I think it was like he had your like uncles. I think one was like, well, his brother and then his cousin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fernando. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so funny. Like I say all the time, I'm baptized twice. I'm blessed twice.
Yeah.
Or they just like canceled out, and I'm screwed.
Yeah. So you had two.
Yeah. See, that's what happens when you have crazy parents. No, just kidding.
Oh man,
I know. No, what a time. All right, what's drama? I know. Way to unpack all our trauma onto you guys. Yeah. Sorry about that, but just get a little information or a little background on us and how we grew up and why we are how we are today, basically.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine too. We're good. But yeah, thank you again for listening in.
And like and subscribe.
Yes.
Follow our Instagram at Cup of Joe and Jiz. Our TikTok at Cup of Joe and Jiz. YouTube channel is
Morning Cup of Joe and Jiz.
But the link is in our bio on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes. It's everywhere. You can
like and subscribe, leave us comments,
rate us 5 stars.
Yeah. Write us any questions that you have.
Please send
or
it
any
in.
Topics that you want discussed.
Yeah. Advice you need.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
We are here
for you.
Okay. But thank you guys for joining in.
Yes.
We're back.
We are back and better.
Full effect.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully it's good audio.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
But we'll see you next time.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.